village. Let's see who's making their way to the break. Old school.
JP Savage.
This year, ya heard.
Pretty chubby flaco. Dímelo, mi gente. La Vega se pega.
We back, baby faces, and so is the hot weather out here in Jersey. And I want to take this time to thank all the lovely ladies who decided to wear what they wanted to wear this hot, nice day and walk in front of me.
That's a lot.
A lot, yeah.
The villain's the leader of the Me Too movement. But,
Wow. You see, now you said it. Now it's
Spunk Lube.
Oh my God.
Shout out to our boys. Oh,
Yo te
we
lo
got
voy a
new toys.
Breaking
As you
Backs
can see,
Express.
there's new toys out here.
Oh.
New toys, new segments. We got it all for you guys. It's a little reamp that we did out here. But you know what? Who didn't do a reamp? The WWE.
Wait a minute. Wait. Are we about to run the ropes right now?
Yeah, man. Let's run.
Yo, let's run the motherfucking ropes.
And hold on tight because that first hit is gonna be a.
So what's happened this week, y'all?
WWE Super Showdown. Guys, we gotta talk about it.
You see,
Not
look,
right now.
Look. At the end of the day, when you become respectable podcasters and journalists like we are, right? You have to
Chill. We don't survive in Saudi Arabia, my guy.
No. Oh my God.
You fucked
we end up dying in Turkey.
Shit. Anywho, at the end of the day, we have to at least cover it, right? The card, at least. So we'll save that for later when we, But let's not start the day with that.
But we're starting with bigger news.
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
Let's start
yes.
with John motherfucking Moxley, the man that has set the world on fire, is now the US IGWP champion.
How do y'all feel about that?
I think that's amazeballs. What do you mean?
Amazeballs. How about
Yeah.
you? Pretty chubby.
Fucking amazing.
Oh, old school.
The first man to hold both the WWE and now the IWGP U.S. titles.
JP Savage.
Bro, all the risks,
Bruh.
all the hard work, it's finally coming to fruition, bro. This is what it's about. Had the biggest pop of the month at this point, right? Coming out AEW. Now he goes to New Japan, something he's been wanting to do, and gets the United States Championship off of Juice Robinson. What?
While wearing his boxers?
What?
How about nobody's talking about Juice Robinson cutting his dreads?
Word. You know why? Because it didn't matter, because he was going up against John Moxley.
Fact.
Well, funny you say that, because I'm with you guys. I enjoyed it. I thought it was amazing. But what about the guys that, were in line for that U.S. title?
When the fuck was Tyler Breeze in line for that U.S. title?
Never.
That was the
Wait,
32nd of February, dog. Like,
Word.
that shit was another thing.
I
going
wanted
straight to
I
takeover,
just wanted to pay a little mind to the fact that people like to cry about how how legends come out and names come up and take spots from people. That kind of just happened here in New Japan.
What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
What do you mean?
So a
Moxley,
WWE guy just came.
that's a very valid point,
into
actually.
New Japan and just in his first match just won the United States Championship. He's not under contract, is he?
But
in New
didn't
Japan?
but
He is
didn't
under
Jericho
contract with New Japan.
but
he is.
didn't
Okay.
but didn't Jericho do that when he beat Naito?
Yeah, nobody bitched about it then too either.
Because you know why? It brings money.
Bro, these
No,
are
and I see.
these are top name
I see
talents.
why
These
you
are
would do
top
it.
name talent.
I see why you would do it if you're New Japan, right? Because he's a big
It's
name.
a big name. He's
hot
having
right
a hot
now.
summer.
Yeah, it's gonna be the summer of Ambrose, right, or Moxley, right? I'm not pushing this hard because it's not
Yeah,
big
but
deal,
that's
but-
a valid point. Like, and Japan, New Japan has been doing this for a minute, I guess. Like, where they bring in the big name American and like they kind of just get their shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. If it would be anywhere else, we'd kind of be bitching about it. But because we're kind of hot on Moxley, we ain't talking shit.
But
And you know what? All right, Moxley's dope, and that was a good move for New Japan.
It was.
Facts.
Although the juniors, yo, that shit's been popping. It's been popping.
Can
Yo,
we talk
Ospreay
about-
had himself a fucking match.
With Shingo,
Yo,
he is not
Talk
catching
to
the
him,
credit
Moscow.
he deserves, right? This guy came in from Dragon Gate, has gone the entire year undefeated. I thought he was going to take
give me
it
that
all.
shit.
And I honestly thought that was going to be the
Rise to the top, oh yeah.
100%.
Oh yeah.
But they gave it to Will, and I guess that's really also to bump up the demographic, right?
Yeah.
Will's the popular guy. You keep him in check.
Oh yeah.
I see that. I see that.
Yo, who bought this?
Keep them excited.
Who bought this?
Not
Rip
Elite
and ride
Steve.
it.
Is that you, old school Joe?
You
Ripping
know
and ride it.
I fucking love you, man.
Where'd you get that at BJ's?
Yo, check the receipt.
Oh.
But listen,
You're not down with that. We got 2 words for ya.
Receipt, please.
that's it. That's it. Son, I love these. I love popping bottles, man. Let's get it.
You're a club whore, aren't you?
Mind your business.
Hey, he that dude in the corner in the club by himself
Don't judge
popping
me.
a bottle. I'm with it. I'm cool.
How about
Wait, guys. Can I kick it old school for a second?
ooh, kicking it old school? Son, I was not ready.
Because we've been dealing with everyone talking about how great Moxley has been for like the past month. So if we're gonna talk about how great he is,
fuck is that guy?
Son, if you don't know,
Oh, you don't know?
Oh, that's good.
you right?
fucking.
That wasn't meant to distract you.
Oh, well, it did.
Son, take away his new toy.
Take it.
He was that great when he was in developmental. All right, go do yourself a favor. If you're gonna do the work, you will be rewarded. Go find Ambrose versus Regal 1 and 2. The storytelling involved, amazing. Beats
Damn.
stuff he's doing right now.
Anything that
Aren't they
beats
great
the
friends?
stuff he's doing right,
Right
now.
now.
The stuff he's doing right now.
Right now.
How about I want to see him versus Tamatanga for the U.S. title. In a match that doesn't have to mean anything. Like, it doesn't,
wanna-
like, Tama could lose that match. I just want to see
You
it.
know
wanna
what I
see the
want to
Twitter
see?
beef for there.
I want to see
Yeah.
John Moxley versus Sami Callihan.
Ooh, that's a possibility, I think.
That's what I want to
It
see.
can happen now.
You don't know who Sami Callihan is?
I do.
It's a-
You've been drinking too much, yo.
Ese nano de mierda.
Time to cut everyone off.
So, what else is going on in the news?
So Tyler Breeze is in NXT now, guys. I don't know if you know.
Of course, you know, if you saw one of the best shows of the month.
Was it?
Over the
We'll get
weekend?
there. We'll get
Oh,
there.
yeah.
We'll get there. But
But doesn't Triple H describe it as a lateral move?
Nah, yo, yes, that's what he described, but developmental, developmental, dog.
well-
NXT is developmental. What, son?
Bottom of the card versus developmental. What's the difference?
Ooh.
Then yes,
You
it
get
is a
more
lateral.
shine.
I guess you're right there. Got me. How about Brian Cage? Yo, Brian Cage is hot right now at Impact. He's a champ, and he was supposed to show up at AEW.
With his bad back.
But Impact pulling a bitch ass move and not letting him compete. Son, son, that's corny, man. Like, you see how like NJPW is going on. Like, look what he just did in New Japan. John Moxley. You don't think that like Brian Cage could go to AEW, make a big name at a big show, and then come back to Impact and be your champion at Impact? Son, like, that was such a wasted opportunity. Who from Impact was at AEW?
Their booker,
Double
Tommy
or nothing.
Dreamer.
Son, that's it. Like, Tommy Dreamer.
Word.
He's the big name at Impact right now. At least that's the way they're doing like the ECW shit.
Oh, God.
And honestly, if WWE would be doing that shit, we'd be up in arms. And I'm kind of upset that they're fucking doing it with the whole ECW
I'm
angle,
so
all
sad
the
and
RVD.
depressed.
Yo, because RVD does not look sharp.
Sabu?
Sabu, I mean, but Sabu's been looking like that for a
Boo
minute.
boo.
I know, but
Yeah.
Looking like Honey Boo Boo out there.
Honey
Yeah.
Boo Boo.
Well,
Before the weight loss surgery.
Sasha Banks has
Yeah,
been
man.
making some noise on Twitter again.
what was it? Her posting up that video of the Jamaican talking shit about Lars Sullivan?
Ooh, I did not even see
You
that.
didn't see that?
I didn't see past the one with the baby so far.
Oh, well. So funny you should bring that up, right? So she posted up that picture with the bathing suit, and she was talking about like freedom and blah, blah, you'll find yourself. And so Taya Valkyrie hits her up and she's like, we should wrestle. And Sasha Banks is like, make that happen. And then Britt Baker was like, I know somewhere it can happen. Son,
Baby.
it was like a string of fucking comments. Like, that shit was a thread. So that's pretty popping. Just saying. Just saying. WWE. Yo, you're not doing anything with Sasha Banks right
Word,
now.
man.
Let her do this. How hype? Like, everybody could stop talking shit. Sasha Banks will get her rocks off. Fucking everybody, the whole internet will blow their load. Everybody could remember Botcha Banks, and like
Botcha
we can
Banks.
move on. She's a tremendous wrestler. It would be a good match, yo. But Taya's real violent.
I feel like Sasha would probably botch there, and then that'd be the end of her.
I think Taya would.
Yeah, considering the
hurt
fact
her.
that she'll probably get there kind of around the same time Moolah got to the Attitude Era. Given that she's making all this noise on social media, what do you think is going to happen? If it's like, okay, Sasha, here, I'm going to release you from your contract now.
No, you're making all this noise. Sit on the bench, bitch.
Yeah, and I'm going to
That's what he's
going to
say, and that sucks. Hey, at least she's getting paid, right?
Yeah, that's true. Could always be worse, right?
Yeah, true that.
I guess that's easy to say when your whole like potential is not on the line, right? Like her whole future career is just sitting on that bench right now. What, 3 more years? She got 3 more years. It's not 90
Contract
days.
3?
Yeah.
Yep.
She signed not too
unless
long
Vince
ago.
adds more years,
Oh
so you
my
can collect that
God.
fucking.
Diablo.
Merch.
More
Dios
years.
mío.
Imagínate. Yo, how about Mr. Have a Nice Day, Mick Foley having a talk? Let him know. Pretty chubby. That's your boy, right?
So Mick Foley, it seems like he's trying to bring back the WWE is trying to bring back a little bit of the Attitude Era, spicing things up for the 3rd hour of Raw, making it risque. What do you,
Serious?
what do you guys think about that?
That
What is
sounds
this
stupid.
narrative? What is this narrative?
So they're
I
turning
get-
off the lights and they're changing the stage, right, for the 3rd hour. They're trying to bring up ratings. They got Mick.
Stupid idiot!
Son, like,
Exactly.
you really think, you think this is the direction to go in? I don't know.
Yo, that's just like Jericho talking about, I have so many moves.
And I wrote them all down. Here we go. Hold 1. Arm
Son,
drag.
this is why we
Hold
can't have
2.
nice things.
Bro,
Arm bar.
That doesn't go the whole.
that's what the WWE does. They recycle stories. They recycle ideas. That's edgier. That's what we're talking about. You about to get blown in the ass by other companies and you here talk about that?
You don't put a drop on that one? God
God
damn.
It's hard for me to put a drop when I'm dropping the bombs.
Wow. You dropping something. How about
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in.
you're doing the most, yo.
The most.
The most.
Brad Shepard, guys. Matt Riddle winning over the front office.
First of all, we're going to change his name. He's no longer King of the Bros. He's the original bro.
Oh.
And that's why he tweeted, can't wait to go back to Evolve where they still call me the king. Son, that's whack. Like, yo, stop fucking with people, man. Like, stop changing names. They changed 5 NXT talents. You
Yeah,
said?
they did.
Anybody notable?
I mean Damian Priest,
Who's
Punishment
where-
Martinez.
Which
Punishment
we knew about like
Martinez.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they made it official. And a couple other people. But like,
Damian
That
Priest now?
Eric Budding,
Budding Bubba.
Budding Bobo de Mierda.
Well, there's no heat on him. Bubba, I mean, there's no heat on him. I mean, he's
Fuck
saying
him.
that the whole Brock shit, him calling out Brock's on his own. But I mean, there's no.
But they're saying that maybe Vince is listening. Maybe
Yeah.
there's a shot.
so there are people in the front office that really like him. And it's Brad Shepard was talking about like how like he's getting like organic support, just like he's not like petitioning or nothing. It's just fucking happening.
He's a good
And
guy.
this whole Brock thing is him. It's all him. Nobody's like doing his thing. He just keeps tweeting about Brock. He fucking tweeted like, "Oh, it's mad hard to get into Raw. I guess facing Brock is gonna be harder than I thought." So like he's playing this own storyline. That's exactly what social media can do. Like Sasha Banks, dog. Like you're really upset about your position, and I understand. Go on social media and like create a storyline that is undeniable, right? R-Truth is fucking doing it with the 24/7 belt. You know what I mean? He's doing a fantastic job. That's exactly the content I want to see. So, you know what I mean? Like Twitter, Instagram, they all present themselves as great opportunity, not just to bitch about shit, but like to further your career in the coolest kind of way.
Yo, so this weekend, yo, NXT.
In your mouth.
How was that shit, yo?
That shit was dope.
Now, did they level up? Did they level over AEW?
So I'm gonna apologize because last week
Watch your mouth.
I was very adamant at the fact that WWE dropped the ball as far as answering back. Yes, and I'm saying answering back because you are the machine, but you still have a reputation. You still have a standard to set. And Vince McMahon is a very stubborn man, and he didn't like what happened, right? But I completely forgot that the response we were waiting for wasn't Raw. It wasn't SmackDown. It was NXT TakeOver. And the man behind that is Triple H, right? Because that was a fantastic show.
Top to bottom, left
Yo.
to right.
Where I would say AEW's Double Nothing fell short, they were just on point. It was just what it is. You know?
So I want to say NXT was a great wrestling program. The matches were amazing. First, from top to bottom, each and every one was dope.
But
No, and in comparison to AEW was a better production.
Stupid idiot.
Or a better like a better dramatic show. Like it was more of a program. You had John Moxley come out. The drama was there, all the hype with that
Well,
shit.
that's pop.
Jericho versus Kenny Omega, even though we saw it already, it's more of a show, like an attraction.
I think it was more new.
Cody and
it's
Cody,
fresh, right?
It's fresh.
Cody and his brother. There was drama there, so there was more story in AEW. More.
So you're
take
saying
with-
NXT was a super card while AEW sounded like a pay-per-view?
I just don't think the stories in NXT were as good
But
as
the wrestling,
as
though.
NXT, but the wrestling
So-
was
so-
The wrestling
top
aspect.
notch.
of
What
it.
matches are you
Top-notch.
referring to? Because I feel like all of the matches had stories. The promos have gone in deep from week to week. Even the Matt Riddle and Roderick Strong one, that was probably the weakest connection, but there's been a storyline there.
Yeah, but
There's been
nobody's
beef.
talking about it. Like everybody's
They're talking about after
what
watching that match.
now.
remember,
You're right. That's
and
what
you
I'm
were
saying. And why?
invested,
Because of the match. The
And
match was.
you're also invested because of the friction that's happening in Undisputed Era. So any of the matches that they would have won or lost could have had some implications on the faction, right?
Right, but then that's what I mean. It's more because of the match, not because of the story.
But I feel
AEW, everybody's so tuned with being the elite, and they're so worried about Cody and versus
but
his brother because of what happened and all that shit, and then
with the-
Jericho and Kenny. You know,
what storyline was there with the Japanese Fatal 4-Way?
Well, SCU or the Fatal 4-Way?
The women, right?
No,
Oh,
I don't know.
the-
about
There
that.
was no story. I don't know the storyline, right?
No,
what was
but then,
the
but
what
then
was
they-
the
but
what was
then
that?
you had
What was the best friends?
The six men. The best friends was because they didn't get into the battle royal and they couldn't. They didn't want.
What
They didn't
about
want to be in the battle
Sabin and
royal.
Guevara?
They
Sa-
fought.
yeah,
they
Sabin
argued.
Guevara.
They argued for that match. Then the 6-man tag was
So-
because
so there's one
SCU
interaction.
SCU was all over being the elite, harassing them and sending them videos and cutting promos on them all
Okay.
for the last month.
That's different, right?
Like,
But
those-
Roderick
all-
Strong
but-
was more than Sammy and Kip.
But everybody that was hyped for
Sabin.
AEW, they were talking. It was more. I was more out there than fucking NXT. Is what I'm trying to say. The story.
I think it was more polarizing and an unweighted show.
You know what
And
it
it
was?
was very good.
You had months of build for Double or Nothing, right?
Yeah.
This was maybe like what, a month, 2 months?
right.
Yeah. To be
Word.
honest, this shit was quick.
That is true.
This was quick. I didn't really have.
And not only that, but the suspense of like not knowing who's gonna appear on it, right? Like all these things, you build up this pedestal, right? And it was a great show. I'm not trying to denounce the show. It was great first show for what they're doing, right? But NXT was dope.
I was sad because
Top to bottom, every match was fantastic. Like you read the ratings on Bleacher Report, and that was the first time I ever saw a pay-per-view that had all A's for all the matches. And
Yo,
let's run
every
through the
match.
card.
Every match.
Yo, the Matt Riddle, Roger Strong set the standard. Like it started off the
Bruh.
night, bro, and it was fantastic. They had great chemistry. I would love to see that again.
Can I say King of the Sequence?
Son, I
Who
love
posted that this week on JPO?
Yo,
I
that shit-
love his ability
fantastic.
to just
And
like
it's
run
because of that
through moves.
specific one too.
it was,
Even though I hate the no sell, because he manhandles you.
yeah,
That's why I like it. Like
Yeah.
if it was just like he does the fucking power bomb or whatever, and Roderick stands up on his own, that's whack. But he literally like picks up Roderick Strong right from there, and he's just fucking tossing him and ragdolling him, like he's doing whatever the fuck he wants with his life. That's what I want to see. Like
Put him in the camel class.
that's what
break his
what
back,
Brock Lesnar
and
should be
send it.
doing. That's how it should be. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, man. That match was fire.
yeah.
That
Match
shit's
of the
dope.
night?
Match of the night. I said it. I called it last week. I called it.
That's rough.
I
That's
called
rough.
it too, but
I liked
it's-
it better than the Velveteen Dream Tyler Breeze match, though. That was another great match.
oh, I don't know, man. That shit was.
But that ladder match,
The ladder match.
that ladder
Did
match
you
was
see
everything, bro.
Kyle O'Reilly?
Yo, that gash he had on his back.
He said, "Fuck it."
No
Oh
fucks
my
given. No
God.
fucks given.
But the street,
Honestly,
the
Kyle
street profits.
O'Reilly is like the secret weapon of Undisputed.
Oh,
He's such a
He is, he
He's
really-
such a Swiss Army knife.
yo,
like, he's,
such a technician, bro.
Did he
I
take
love
the
the way
most
he
bumps?
wrestles.
Who took
Yeah.
the most bumps?
yeah.
Yeah, he took the most
Ask
bumps.
his back.
Even though Montez Ford took some bumps too, man.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? He took bumps
some
too. He's a high flyer, man. Yo, they showed up. The Street Profits, and I believe I'm gonna be the champion this week as far as the pick'ems because I picked every winner on this card.
Prove it.
I did.
Wait, I think I forgot who I picked.
I picked Matt Riddle. I picked the Street
You did
Profits.
pick
I picked Velveteen
oh,
Dream.
not picking Speed,
I
yeah.
picked Shayna Baszler, and then obviously Adam Cole.
Yo,
I just fucked
I
up
don't
with-
give a fuck.
Ditto.
We're gonna win a Slammy for this.
Yo, fucking the NXT North American Championship deserves a moment. Yo,
Oh,
that
of
match
course, of course.
was a tremendous match, and I hate that they took a picture afterwards together. They took the selfie.
I
Like,
liked it.
I know some people liked it. I think you like it. I don't hate it enough to like fight you on it, but I was just kind of like,
But I will.
because what he did
No,
after.
I'm gonna hate on it because you need to have that animosity. You want to see round 2 of this.
But
right?
he didn't end friendly.
Nah, that's why.
He
That's
didn't
why it
end-
worked.
It didn't end friendly. He kind of blew him like
And
a
he,
yeah
went,
guy.
he
Like,
did
I'm
his,
like,
his velveteen shit and said, "I'll still win it."
You know, I'm
Good.
still
Alright.
me. So
So it
I
ended
mean-
well. It ended well.
He
I don't
didn't
know.
shake
I
his
I
hand.
turned away. I was like,
It wasn't a
ah.
handshake. It wasn't. It was a selfie, so you can remember my face.
and I
Fair
This is
enough.
what you got to come through to get this belt.
I think I said it last week too. I was like, we're doing this again, and we did it again. Shayna Baszler defeats Io Shirai. This time in a one-on-one.
But yo, y'all keep saying we're doing it again. This is the first time they meet up.
Yeah,
One-on-one.
yeah. So
Yeah.
what? Yeah, but like
But
it's
she's
the
been beating her
first
ass
time.
in fatal four-ways for weeks now.
No, but
Yo.
you've been talking about. I think you were confusing with Kairi Sane, bro. That's very
Yeah.
racist.
No, Kyrie Sane and Io Shirai. They were in a fatal four-way with Shayna Baszler and
Yeah, but it's the
And
first time
Bianca
one on
Belair.
one
Yeah.
though.
yeah.
But
And they've had a
That was
promo.
weeks ago, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That was, you know,
Nah, and they had a promo
Get
for
the
this.
fuck out of here.
They've
Yo, you
actually-
watching wrestling or what?
This is one. Honestly, I would say I can't say that.
this is what happens when you have fucking low attention span.
I think this match has
Can't
been
have
built
no
up
nice
more than
things, huh?
Tyler Breeze and Velveteen Dream.
it was a great match.
It was built
Yeah,
up more,
this was
I think.
fun.
Guys, can we talk about the match of 1,000 false finishes?
Wow.
What match was
And
that?
that's why I don't think it's match of the night.
Wow, that's what I think it
It's
was.
too much. It's too much, bro.
Yo, they have.
They, no, wait, didn't they have more the last one?
Because it was best 2 out of 3 pitfalls.
I feel like it officially killed the super kick. Like it's now made the super kick.
No,
the
no,
DDT.
no. You take that back, sir. The super kick has been dead.
Enough!
Dead.
Enough!
It had been death.
You're deaf, motherfucker.
Death did in mad times.
In the
Deaf did
in
it.
the E, it's finally been killed. How about that?
All right, yeah, finally.
Trash.
I thought it was a great match though.
Nah, the match
It
was
was great,
good.
too.
I
but-
mean,
fucking false
honestly, it's what
finishes.
I just feel like a championship match has to have you at the edge of your seat. Like any fucking finish or any move could finish it.
You know what the alternative is? Have no pinfall at all match. Where like they just don't get a cover on each other because it's so fucking brutal.
You barely see that though.
Well, that's what I want to see, right? You want to see 2 evenly matched people like go at each other, not
But-
fucking get 2.5 on every pinfall.
Okay.
Y'all remember what Rip was talking about when he said Pat O'Connor and Buddy Rogers, the best 2 out of 3 falls he's ever seen because
Word.
there was no kickouts.
Word. That's true.
Every pinfall mattered.
Look at you going into the archives. Okay, old school.
You know?
That's,
Follows.
you gotta be good for something.
Stupid idiot!
I bring the beer.
Well,
Hey, yo.
So I mean, we all picked Adam Cole. We all saw this coming. What's next for Johnny?
I'm not mad at that though. I think this is a great moment for him.
that's
Now
a
the
really
question
good
is, does
though.
Johnny chase or does Johnny get bumped up?
Nah, Johnny got to chase a little bit. You know, or
Or does he?
Johnny got to chase until fucking Tommaso
Ciampa comes back.
right?
That's
we
true.
need that match.
That's a good point.
Nah, Tommaso gonna meet him up in the main roster.
I think
SummerSlam weekend?
Is he ready?
No, he's not ready yet.
Not ready for that.
Next
Johnny
year.
is.
so. Juice, pretty chubby Flacco. What do you think? How many Sucres does this event get?
Cuánto maldito fucking sucre le voy a dar a este NXT pay-per-view. For NXT TakeOver 25, I give it 90 sucres.
Damn,
No.
90. Why you giving 90 and not 100 Sucres,
You
yo?
know, I gotta ask you.
Where did it fall short?
Too many false finishes.
Ah.
Too much.
And that made AEW's 10% more better than
10% more better, and I give them the
10% more better.
more better.
More better.
I'm sorry,
but
better-
not John
better is-
Moxley, not Joey Janela getting a cigarette stapled to his forehead. No. Just the false finish is making it more better.
More betteristic.
AEW was better, dog. Like it was better by a lot. And 90, I think, is
Generous.
generous. Yeah, I mean, it was very good. It was very good. But if the bar is to be set, like, son, AEW
So
and
would-
NXT, they were
Would
not.
it be safe to say that was a great response from NXT's perspective to AEW?
WWE is treating it like AEW is not competition to WWE. It's competition to NXT. And so we've said that before, and that was part of one of our shows. Yo, fucking Google that shit.
Yeah.
But
Forgot what number.
one of them. But the fact of the matter remains that Triple H has now booked an NXT UK on the same day as AEW. And so that's where the real competition lies. And he's kind of like, that's going to be the first metric, right? NXT UK. And then we'll have going on the same time as an AEW show. And then we'll have an NXT show going on the same time. And if like NXT can't hang, then WWE is going to eventually like swing a dick and be like, man, Saturday night in Saudi Arabia, like Arabian Nights, fucking like some
So you're
bullshit.
saying the
Shout
UK
out to
is kind
Aladdin.
of like a sacrifice, effectively.
But
Like,
it's not a sacrifice because it's at 3, right? It's not at the same time. Now, if you're
No,
telling me they're gonna put
NXT UK?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's at 3 o'clock?
It's at 3
So
p.m.
they're-
Yeah.
Our
I
time.
feel it's more incidental that they just
Yeah.
happen to have been booked.
That's
on
what Triple H said.
If
I don't know.
if you're gonna put a takeover up against a AEW show, that's different, and I don't think they would do that. That's bad for business.
I'm ready for the ride.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm ready for the ride.
I
I'm
don't, I
here.
don't know if NXT UK can hang with the AEW.
Probably not, but NXT can.
Now you
Ooh.
can.
And I think NXT.
NXT is
I
a
think-
little bit more.
I think NXT can.
You,
Or you-
put up a
wait,
fight.
you're
Do a
saying
joint-
that
a joint
as
match
we're saying
between
that.
the two.
Remember, we just gave that show Noventa Sucres, and that was a great show.
That was a great show.
Pretty chubby game.
So- So I don't know if that's a good.
Sucre my
It
dick,
depends what
dog.
you. It depends what you're really looking for in the show, though. Really, don't, isn't it? Because if you, what was the most hype about that battle royal in AEW?
Something new, or fresh.
The format,
That it sure is
the
done
Yeah.
number
before.
one
Format.
contender to
and then who?
The wild
and
card.
Who was the mystery guy?
Orange
Adam
Cassidy.
Page.
Adam
Right.
Page. Oh, Orange Cassidy was dope.
Orange Cassidy technically
many
was the
parts.
22nd.
Bro, there was a
Entrance.
person
The battle
missing
royal.
limbs in the battle.
But it had
royal, bro.
nothing to do with the match.
You know what I mean?
Like,
Joey
Dustin-
Janela got
Dustin-
broken in
They had a
half.
dinosaur.
Yeah.
But that's a bad point too. 'Cause
Dustin No Leg Thomas.
Yeah.
Oh, word. Luchasaurus had himself a showing, right?
Word.
So like that was all fresh and new.
But that's
like,
all fresh and new. That's the thing.
But that's all
exposure.
gimmick stuff, no, isn't it?
Nah, but it works.
just the Luchasaurus and I
the
guess
guy
the
with no
format.
legs.
But I mean, but hey,
Kind of gimmicky to me.
How far can he go, really?
the
Technically, he
Undertaker's
did.
gimmicky, right?
No, technically, the guy with no
Nah.
legs didn't lose the battle
and then,
royal.
And then
He's still in.
His 2 feet
He's like
were in the ground.
Hornswoggle.
Oh
He's
my
gonna
God.
come in to the next battle royal.
His feet never landed.
He's all in.
That's like Zach Gowen's been asking if
I'm not arguing
He's still
that.
in the Royal
if his
Rumble?
one leg.
I saw Zach Gowen at
I'm
IHOP
not,
one time.
I'm not arguing that AEW wasn't a better show than NXT, but it's just
You're just arguing for
no,
the
it's just no, but it's just NXT can put up a fight with these guys. Like they can, yo.
I think because it's fresh. that's why I
AEW
did
hasn't
it.
put on a show yet. Like they haven't run TV yet. These guys have been doing it for a while. Like and the
AEW was a
talent-
supercard.
The talent proves alone that they can have a whole card of just full with good matches.
So we'll see. As,
They did not have they did not have that one palate cleanser in this pay per view.
yeah, that's true.
And guess what?
There's a stack
AEW,
pay-per-view.
guess what? The last 3 matches
The
in
SCU match.
AEW
That's what I'm saying.
And the women's match.
Yeah.
needed a palate cleanser.
yeah,
AEW needed
but there's
it.
many more matches too.
And they didn't.
There was
but
many more matches, more
NXT
personalities.
NXT didn't need
There was more investment. NXT was short and sweet.
Right, again. So
5
NXT
matches,
was
boom,
more
boom, boom,
match, AEW was more show.
I just agree it was a better well-balanced show.
But
Cause think about it, right? So Matt Riddle match you said opened up the night. It was
how was the Jericho Kenny
Amazing.
Omega match?
Dope. What are you talking about?
But it wasn't amazing. Nobody thought it was amazing.
no. Well, this is why I'm
It
saying like
wasn't
NXT
in
was
Tokyo
dope.
Dome, was it?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Meltzer
and
would have given that
okay.
shit
What was
12
that? How was the
stars.
Adam Cole Johnny Gargano match? Didn't we just argue that it was probably one of the matches of the night?
I wouldn't
Well,
go that
the
far.
people were saying false finishes kind of rule.
Right. So one guy.
Who's people? This motherfucker
One
right
guy
here.
over
This guy
Motherfucker.
over here, too.
Mr.
The motherfucker.
Wow.
I'm saying like NXT could put up a fight, guys.
The motherfucker.
This is gonna be
Exactly.
This is gonna be the first war, I think. The first aspect of war that we see is these guys. NXT. How good was NXT Takeover versus AEW's last pay per view? Not really how good was Raw versus AEW's last pay per view. You know.
So my question is, do you think NXT UK being on the same day is for them to get a sense of what the taste is like, what the vibe is? Because it being a few hours before, it doesn't make a difference.
Nah.
It sounds like a good day for us wrestling fans.
And I think if you
So
ask
look
Triple
out for
H,
the
I think if you ask Triple
Word.
H, he'll downplay it too. He'll
Someone
probably be
get
like,
the
"Oh, it
P,
was a
like-
coincidence." And
word. Somebody get the Peter like as well. We're about to do a double header, I think. Have to do a double header for that one event.
shit. We out there, baby. Johnny. Not Johnny's.
Wait, what?
Johnny.
No.
Johnny's Club, bro.
Johnny Rockets, baby.
Johnny's
Johnny
Club closed down, bro.
You know what? I had the thinking of Raw in my head. 'Cause we're gonna
Ding-dings.
get Raw right now.
Ooh, getting
But,
raw.
I
So
thought Johnny's, Bad mix.
I was late. No nice things.
Not one.
Not one nice thing.
So, unfortunately for the WWE, Raw and SmackDown, the NBA playoffs don't resume until Wednesday, tonight. So
their low ratings are because of them.
There's nothing to blame it on.
That's that girl that went to the mall, got the makeup done by Mac, and still looks hideous.
Oh.
I'm sorry,
Shout
many
out to your
times you done
tia.
but she has a great personality.
Can't
Face
fuck a
of love.
personality. Look,
So, what are we
Mom
doing
used
here,
to
guys?
put
We
a chorizo
got
around her neck so the dog could play with her.
Oh, shit.
yours? You put your chorizo around her neck?
Wait a minute. Hey, come on. Now.
Take cuidado. Yo, look, he can't even find the fucking button, yo. Stick your finger in your ass, yo. You can't even find that shit. Listen, Raw and SmackDown, I'm sick and tired of these fucking shows, yo. We're not gonna run this shit down.
Nah.
What
Stood out, bro?
What is the worst of Raw?
Oh.
Let's start with the absolute worst.
That's
of
terrible.
Raw.
Worst.
So you're gonna talk about 70% of the card?
Yeah, let's just cut the fat and get to like the worst shit that happened.
Well,
So,
when
I
anybody,
guess we're going to talk about Lacey Evans versus Charlotte Flair.
wow.
Sarah J. Yo,
Sarah, what?
I said Charlotte Flair. I said Charlotte Flair.
What in the
Practice.
Cien Almas did you just say?
I said Charlotte Flair.
Cien Albas. Sarah J has sucked the Cien Albas out of motherfuckers. Yeah. Look, we killed the we killed the villain
Rise to the top.
To the top.
of Charlotte.
Oh, right. So all that. But
So
listen,
yeah. So whose
This-
fault is it?
this was
The WWE's.
this was all.
This is awful, yo.
I guess we could blame them.
Yo,
Lacey.
Nah,
Lacey?
Lacey.
you think it was Lacey's fault? I think the two of them just didn't have the chemistry.
I didn't have the chemistry. It's
I-
stiff.
So
It
here's
was-
the thing.
Her timing was off. Lacey's timing was way off.
Bro.
Here's the thing, right? Charlotte's a Flair. Charlotte's a, y'all hear me?
Yo, you ever fucking play with a microphone?
This
yo?
man can.
It's not a dick, it's
Here
a
we go.
microphone, Joe.
Yo, get up close and one bite. You don't have to swallow it.
Stop.
Hard.
Don't put it in
Hard.
your mouth. Not the whole thing, anyway.
Just
Start with
part
the
of
tip.
it.
Ah, man. Okay.
And if you're not
Am I supposed to blow on it?
And if you're not down with that, we got two
Okay.
All right.
Well,
for ya.
Charlotte.
Yeah,
is a
we're gonna play
Flair.
the whole thing.
Charlotte Flair. Those were the two words.
Double
Charlotte
tap.
Flair.
Yeah, suck it.
Charlotte Flair is
Yo, who is
is
it?
a Flair, but she can't do what her dad does. She can't lead someone.
Like, what?
She can't lead someone in the ring.
What?
Lacey is inexperienced, and Charlotte can't be
Ah.
the ring general.
Interesting. So
Wow.
You think so?
Interesting.
Wow.
Everyone she's been in there with has more experience than her,
So
with the
you,
exception of maybe Alexa Bliss.
so you're saying that her match with like Carmella that was subpar is because of Charlotte?
I will say Carmilla is not that great,
Mm-hmm.
but Charlotte couldn't cover.
But she could dance.
Interesting. She could dance, but she can't lead. So technically, doesn't that make her a terrible heel
I guess in the ring,
in
like,
the ring, right?
as a
Interesting.
As a performer,
ring general,
yeah.
I suppose.
Interesting.
I don't know. Well, when she's usually here's the thing, right? Like Charlotte has a bigger body of work, and so I trust Charlotte more than I trust Lacey Evans.
Right.
Lacey Evans just got here.
Oh, yeah.
Charlotte's been putting on bangers. Lacey
Yeah.
Evans just got here. She had a good match a couple weeks ago. I mean, like I blame Lacey, I guess, more than I do Charlotte.
I think her,
no
her
doubt she
timing was
sucks.
off.
I don't know if she sucks. It's just I just feel that they don't have chemistry.
I wouldn't say
Right.
she sucks.
She
Nah,
garbage.
Nah, I
You
think
think
she does
Lacey
have
Evans
chemistry.
is
I don't think
garbage?
she's garbage.
She's a
I
better
think
wrestler than the
This
Peyton
is her
Royce or
first.
Billy Kay,
This is her first fuck up, I think.
right?
Oh man, the Iconics.
Right?
Yo, they've been
Better
pretty
wrestler than them.
dreadful.
Right?
Jeez.
So it's a combination of
I mean,
shit,
Lacey
bro.
Evans is good on the mic, and she has that good work
she
punch.
She has a presence.
But that's it.
Oh, I thought you meant the other mic.
Yo. No nice things.
Hey, yo.
She ain't
Her
Paige.
stripper gun.
Oh my
All
god.
right, so let's now get to the best of Raw.
The third time?
So we think the best of Raw
3 times in a row?
was Cesaro
Oh, y prepárate. 4 more
and
weeks of
Ricochet.
Ricochet.
And Ricochet. It's the third time. It was
Third
the
time,
best
third
part
time,
of
third
Raw.
time.
It's been the best part of Raw for 3 times. Like
That's terrible.
I'm like, damn. Like, why the fuck do you keep repeating
And
this
you know
shit?
why it's even
This shit is really good.
Yo,
You
but
know why
let
it's
me.
worse? Like they're gonna wrestle again.
Like, you're right. Like,
They're gonna wrestle again probably at
Yo,
the
but
showdown.
let me
or
ask you
somewhere
guys.
else for
The
nothing.
rest of their career.
For
Let
nothing.
me ask you guys something. Do you guys think that they're gonna pair these two guys up like the Bar did?
I can't wait till they become tag team champions.
For real?
Yo,
like,
son,
think
not
about
for
it.
nothing. Like they could be the illest superheroes.
That would be an interesting
Ricochet
tag team.
and the Swiss Superman.
But damn, bro, we keep seeing Cesaro in the fucking tag team, bro.
Yeah, I know. Let him get a
Suck,
singles
give him
run.
some
Yo, shut the
push,
fuck
man.
up, bro.
But he's Swiss.
I believe it
They're gonna
now.
be tag
Come
team.
on, man.
really think
They're
that's
gonna be a
about-
tag team, bro.
I really think that's the route he's going now.
Think
Manda
about it.
pinga eso.
Think about it.
He said it.
Think
Oh,
about it.
Leo.
The
Papi
winner
Chulo.
of the night, though, the best segment of the night,
That's right.
was not Alexa Bliss. His coffee
That shit was
getting
whack.
kicked out of her hand, and then her looking like a bitch. And then the next night she's a heel. The fuck?
Did you guys
Yo,
catch
for
the
real.
guy that almost died from the coffee cup landing on him?
Yeah.
Nah.
That was empty. Somebody did on social media.
Yeah,
Somebody
yeah,
posted
yeah.
that
He's
shit. It was
walking
hilarious.
backstage and
He like ducked when they hit it off her hand and shit.
Fuck him.
Oh man.
Yo, shout out to
I
those white
thought he,
pants though.
I first thought he
Oh.
tripped on it. Like I thought she had
Estaban de
that.
color dulce caramel. Ey.
Royce kicked that shit.
She landed in the coffee though.
The
She went
best
messing.
Can we
part.
talk about Triple H's promo already or what?
What?
You were about to say
Oh,
Triple H's
The
promo.
best segment on Raw
You
was
think it
Triple
was-
H's
That's where you were going, right?
13-year-old promo.
No, but I mean, not to say it was gold, but I mean, out of all the shit that we saw, yeah, it was the least sticky
You-
shit.
You don't
That's stuck
think
on the wall.
you don't think Firefly Funhouse was the best part of Raw? Motherfucking Bray Wyatt was dancing. Bray Wyatt's dancing in his tank top, fucking with Huskus the pig. Huskus.
If I
You know
was
who that?
five.
You know the.
You know what? My
who
son
was.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, the fuck we know. We gotta fucking explain it to everybody. That's Husky Harris Jr. So,
Hey, what
And
about
then
that
the-
devil?
how about the boss? That's Saudi Arabia. No, that's Vince McMahon, right?
That was
the-
ballsy. That was ballsy. That was good.
Yowie wowie.
Nah, Vince McMahon's like, that's good shit.
Yeah,
That's really good
Yeah,
shit.
Bray. You see, that's why you're here,
You
and
should
that's
have put
why.
a tail on me.
We need to drop a fucking John Moxley saying, that's good shit.
You got JoJo pregnant. That's good shit. I'm coming
Cien
for her
Sucres.
next.
I give that Cien
We
Sucres
give
right there.
that scene Sucres.
Nah, man.
Yeah, Triple H and Randy Orton was
Nah.
the least
Bad.
painful thing to swallow here.
I just like the ending.
Why?
of it.
Because he was talking about balls?
Yeah, he talked about balls.
There's two things, unfortunately, that don't get me
That
excited
was
about this
it.
match. One is that we know it's because it's a put together for Super Showdown, right? Two, the ending of it was the only thing that was cool. Because
Yeah.
everything else is kind of what we've seen every time they fucking go at it. But, you know, Randy Orton talking about putting, you know, get your balls out of your wife's purse before you get in the ring.
That was cute.
That was
It's
nice.
2009.
That was cute.
And he smiled afterwards at him. He was
Yo,
like,
but I
yeah,
think-
you know, I said,
No,
heard
but
that.
I think they fucked it up. I think they botched it because they couldn't hold their laughter.
I think, do you think?
And they were like, he was like
No,
Randy
part of
couldn't
me-
hold
Randy
it.
did.
part
That's
of
what it
me
looked like, right?
thinks,
He'd been an asshole, though. I liked it.
part of me thinks that Randy didn't run that by Triple H.
Oh, of course not. Because he said some shit afterwards, like, I'm fucking, you know.
Yeah.
He shot a shot.
And I feel like he shot his shot, and he looked at Triple H like, fuck it, yo, we're selling the shit. And that's when Triple H was like, it's such a burden.
Yeah.
It's such a burden because they're so big. And then he just kept going, and he's like, I have to put them in the overhead.
Yeah.
So, kudos to Triple H for
Oh,
keeping
but
it
he's
going.
a wordsmith that way, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
one of the most underrated on the mic, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
So,
He still proves it to this day.
while the content was not wildly engaging, right? They're talking about balls. I want more of that.
Yeah.
I want more of wrestlers having to think on their feet, kind of like, you know, have an idea of like what's going on. Like Randy Orton and Triple H know each other for a long enough time that like Randy felt comfortable. I think crossing the line there.
But I think that's something that they give the vets that opportunity to go off script.
Yeah,
They're not gonna
of
do it
course.
to these.
So
Yeah.
And
with
the
that,
relationship that they
with
have
that being
too.
said, what vets go off script?
Hunter.
Hold on, I'll wait.
Hunter.
And Randy Orton.
The Rock when he comes back.
But
the
who?
hell are
Like,
the vets,
what are we
actually?
talking about?
Hunter and whoever he's working with.
I really believe
Yeah,
Vince
pretty
McMahon came
much.
up with the wild card on the spot. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
know,
Fox, that's what you want? Oh,
yeah, that's good shit,
I love it.
son.
Foxes are wild.
I want more of that. I want more of organic
Unpredictable now,
chemistry, bullshit talking, and that's why I'm excited about AEW. I want to see unscripted promos or whatever. Let the wrestler figure it out. You're in charge of your own. Yo, son, that's like the basis of our program,
Doesn't
right? Like,
Paul
you're in
Heyman go off
charge.
scripted?
It's like you got the
I
training
don't think
wheels
so.
on, man.
I don't think he does. I think he says pretty much what Vince wants him to say.
I
You
think
think so?
Because
I
the
think Paul
storyline.
writes his own script.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's. He has that
that's
enough.
fair, I guess,
You know, what I mean,
yeah.
he's that vet that they allow on the mic. If not, they wouldn't put him on the mic.
But
enough.
what has he said that you've ever been like, oh, he's not ever. I'm not ever. But I mean, in the last like run,
And-
let's
and
say.
even-
he still knows the parameters he can go with, right?
I
And
mean,
He's
even
not
and
gonna
even
try to-
and even somebody like Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt goes off script
Yeah.
with the shit that he says.
You think he goes off script?
I don't think so.
I think he writes his own shit.
And he has to get it approved. Just
I
like
think at one
everybody
point
else.
Like
he
everybody
did.
else.
I think at one point
New Day maybe goes off script. I think New Day probably is
Yeah.
because nothing they say is offensive.
Mm.
They're really safe. Like they're not gonna be like suck my dick, like you know what I mean?
Like, you mean
that-
like DX did?
yeah, like DX did, and I think Vince learned his
That'll
lesson
never,
apparently.
Yeah, that'll never happen.
I'm still waiting for Becky's mom and Big E to.
Ooh.
So
Such
play a
On
game of-
that note, let's smack it down.
Smack it down. Hey.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
The smack of the pancake.
What was the worst shit here, yo?
All of it.
Yeah.
Nah.
What is SmackDown?
What is SmackDown?
What is SmackDown?
I would say the worst of the worst. Definitely that what's that match that's happening at all minutes of the day?
That 24/7 lumberjack
Oh
match
my god.
with Elias and R-Truth.
Nah, you can't do that. That was my that was my best.
No, no.
Oh.
that
You
shit
think that was the
Fight me then,
What
mother.
the fuck? Are you kidding? That
Yo.
was the best match on the card.
No,
Yo,
no,
you
no.
know what? I'm not mad at it though.
It was different.
nah.
It was different. It was exciting. It was innovative. And guess what? We posted the entire match on Instagram.
Yo, keep
No,
talking
you're
shit, yo.
no, you're thinking about the second match.
Yeah,
the
under the
first
ring.
one took place
Yeah, I'm
on
talking
in the
about the
ring.
lumber-
Oh no, yeah, yeah, nah.
The lumberjack.
The
Nah,
one
yeah,
where he
yeah.
lost in 10 seconds?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck that match.
That was
You're right.
stupid, bro. You know, no, I don't mind the chasing. I don't mind, the switching of titles. But switch the titles twice to 3 times in the same fucking segment?
You knew that was coming though.
I mean, but
Remember
Like-
at Mania when it was like 5,000 times
In one match.
but that's what I'm afraid of,
In
right?
10 minutes. I
'Cause
like
that was that's when it went wrong, right? At the beginning, it was lost every show maybe or every few shows. Saw a couple chasing. He defended it on a fucking golf course the other day,
Well,
but
that-
he lost it
Yo,
and he
that's
won it
awesome.
back.
But I
That's
think
awesome.
that's part of the.
I'm fine with that.
That was part of the
But
point.
now we've seen it like twice.
But why is
3
Jinder
times.
in full like wrestle gear?
Because Jinder goes out like that apparently.
That's how
He
you
just
roll.
finished getting waxed and he fucking decided to
I
jump in
rather.
the
Yo,
golf.
I
Joe,
rather
defend your
see-
boy, yo.
We're hairy people. Protects us from the mosquitoes.
Protects us from the mosquitoes. Wow.
Nah, I want to see it more in social media. I want to see more of it defended
I want to see him
on
defend it
Instagram
in
and
the
Twitter
airport.
versus.
Ooh, an airport brawl.
Yeah,
Like-
as long as it's
like
not on
just-
TV.
Like just
That's-
come down
I feel you
the
on
gate
that.
and then a roll up.
I think that's the
That's
compromise.
what we,
Just don't
they
put it
would
on TV.
shut down JFK. Like, all flights will be canceled. Like they'll think it's a terror threat 5. Fucking
I'm
our
not
truth
saying
will end up
Jinder
dead.
Mahal rolls him up. I'm saying
Oh my god.
like you get Sheamus
Hey,
or
yo.
someone to come
Yeah,
out.
Jinder would not be in those spots at all.
Jinder end up in Guantanamo real quick. That's what's
Yo,
gonna happen.
for real, a cock meat sandwich. That's a lot.
So what are we doing here? Best segment of the night, I guess, goes to Moment of Bliss.
What? The
No,
best?
that's the
The
worst.
best segment is
Segment?
Moment
That's
of Bliss.
definitely the worst.
Yo, are you on drugs, my guy?
On SmackDown?
Yes.
What other segment
Trash.
was there? There was Aleister Black, and he yelled at the fucking screen for like 2 seconds.
Bro, the
I'm tired of those
worst
segments
match
already.
of the night was Andrade Cien Almas versus
That's worst match.
Apollo
I meant
Crews.
segment.
You mean the worst spot of the night?
Oh.
'Cause how
No,
long
I
was that,
think
like
I think
30
if we're
seconds?
talking about horrible worst segment, I would say Lars Sullivan. What
Yeah.
the fuck was that man saying?
Was it worse than a Moment of Bliss though? The only thing that
No, I
weirded
thought
me
it
out
was
about Lars
good.
Sullivan, Lars Sullivan's tongue's too big for his mouth.
With
and he
his
has an
lisp?
underbite. So like every time you speak, his
Oh,
tongue's
no,
coming
no,
out
no.
his face and
It's,
shit.
that's where he keeps his racism. Right under
Yo,
his tongue.
So I wasn't
Motherfucker.
expecting that
with his,
racist shit.
with his fucked up teeth.
He kept asking for it. What's the one word to describe me? Racist.
Racist.
Stupid idiot!
You know who he is? He's the
He-
modern day Snitsky.
Racist.
Ooh.
Is he
But
gonna
even
put the
Snitsky
baby?
knew when to shut his mouth.
Yo,
Bully in real life. What?
he's gonna put the black Cabbage Patch Kid into the fucking crowd.
You can almost sort of see that happening.
I can really see that
All
happening.
right. So what's the best thing that happened?
Or all of Lucha House Party just in one
He's gonna
point.
become a Von Erich.
What's the best thing of SmackDown, guys?
Nothing. Yo, SmackDown was not great.
I told you it was our
could
truth
happen,
versus
right?
Elias. That's what I
New
think.
Day.
Yo, no, not for nothing. Before we continue, what if they fucking play the whole Trump angle with fucking Lars Sullivan?
That is a terrible
I mean,
idea.
Vince and Trump are
It
boys.
would get heat, yo. Like you have.
Hey
no
Trump,
idea.
let me suck your dick, and then
Right,
you
right.
come up
But
like.
here's the problem. Vince loves Trump. He wouldn't
That's
see it
fine,
as-
but
You know-
the character
you
you
see
played
this
that he would love
babyface.
Trump.
Politics aside, the motherfucker is our president.
He is.
He better not show up on Raw. It's like that's. I'm just saying, like, yo, you got more
Listen.
important shit to do, my
Listen,
guy.
listen.
Said that 30
President's a
seconds
Hall of
spot for
Famer.
tribute to the
Yo,
troops.
that's
Listen,
cool.
listen.
That's cool, but Flint still got dirty water. Like,
fellas,
yo,
fellas,
dog.
remember,
You know what I'm saying?
we
Like,
did have a We the People,
Soy.
yo.
Gordito.
and I was cool with it because it was kind of cool, but it was fucked up. You know what I mean? So, what
Nah,
if they,
it wasn't fucked up.
What if they went a Lars
My man-
Sullivan pro Trump, and he just,
It's possible.
you know what I mean?
It's possible. But my man came out with a sign that said,
My
every
man-
30 seconds, an illegal immigrant crosses over the border during the Royal Rumble match.
He did.
Wow, we don't talk about that at
He
all.
did. That's what I'm saying. It's
It
possible.
was so the best match was Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods.
All right, fuck SmackDown.
Fuck SmackDown.
Yeah, let's fucking get on with the
Move
get
on
on.
to the next piece of
So, are we gonna talk about it, guys?
No, 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 no.
Super Smash Brothers.
what?
It's a great video game.
What?
Not that tag team that showed up at AEW that nobody knew who they were.
Who are you?
Who are you exactly? Yeah.
All right, so let's do this as quickly as possible. All right, ready? Go ahead.
So we're gonna do
Wait,
the
wait,
Super
Showdown.
Showdown.
Live from where?
Jeddah.
Casa
Gotta-
Carao.
And
Yo, we
where?
still gotta do heels,
mean,
pops,
Jeddah.
and chair shots.
Oh,
Not yet, yeah.
let's handle that first.
Nah,
Alright.
we do Jeddah first.
Nah, let's
Nah,
handle
Oh
that
yeah,
first.
let's do.
We gotta do
Let's handle
Jeddah
that
first.
first.
Chair shot.
Hip hop chair shots first. So who's the heel of the
Whoa,
of the
whoa,
week?
whoa. ¿Qué es lo que tú estás diciendo? We gotta get some intro music to that shit.
Oh shit, my bad, we fancy.
Yo, soundboard, give me some intro music to heels, pops, and chair shot.
And what exactly is the intro music? to?
Motherfucker, can you just
My
fucking pick one?
God.
Dios mío, Jesús Santísimo. Just do
A
something.
ese man, bótamelo.
Yo,
Rolex.
woo, I'll take it.
Diamond rings.
Son.
Wearing, kiss stealing.
That's right.
Wheeling dealing.
Limousine
riding. Jet flying.
Belly button tickling.
What?
That's the thing,
That's
guys.
what you're into.
Heels, pops, and chair shots.
I like it.
Who do we like this week?
All right, so who's the biggest heel
Best
of the
heel
week?
segment?
Who's the biggest heel of the week? Dolph Ziggler had a pretty big moment, I suppose.
Randy Orton.
Yeah. Yo, get your.
But was he the heel?
Samoa
I think
Joe.
everyone popped on him.
Oh,
Samoa
Samoa
Joe.
Joe.
We didn't talk about
Samoa
that.
Samoa Joe.
I still gotta say John Moxley, bro. When he pulled out his middle
He's-
finger at Juice Robinson,
Yeah,
bro,
but I don't think he's the heel out there.
he
He's the pop
is.
of the week.
He's the,
Yeah, I was gonna say he's the pop of the week. He's not the heel of the week.
okay.
He's a face right now everywhere he goes.
I guess.
No, I think the pop
Still
of the
the
week
Guaylo,
should go to Street Profits for winning those.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think the
NXT.
pop of
Adam
the week
Cole?
should go to
Bigger
Will
than-
Ospreay.
You think it wasn't a bigger? It was.
I don't think it
wasn't
was
Adam Cole a bigger pop?
Oh yeah, true.
Adam Cole winning his first title. That's a bigger pop, I think.
Yeah, Adam Cole.
Baby.
Baby.
Too
Right.
bad he's the second Grand Slam champion behind Johnny Gargano.
Is John
Listen,
Moxley?
who lost?
Johnny
So
Champion.
who's the heel of the week?
Johnny
Huh?
Champion.
Who's the heel of the week then?
Yeah, who got it?
Ain't nobody from the E. Tell you that much.
Vince McMahon.
Yeah, because nigga was watching this shit.
It should be his chair
Just
shot.
trash.
It should be a chair shot.
Yeah, we'll get to the chair shot in a second, but god damn. I think, I guess John Moxley is it, right? But was he really the
Why?
heel?
Because he
though?
gave him
'Cause-
middle finger though. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
that's pretty offensive.
what is it? I don't know. Juice cut his hair. Does that
That's
mean
like
he's the heel? I don't know what that
that's like a
means.
salutation.
Well, no. Juice cutting his hair just means he's no longer a young boy, right? Like he's, hey, I can now be an adult and cut my hair.
Or like I'm sick and tired of this shit just hanging over my
Probably
shoulders.
It smelled really bad. and he just wanted to deal with that shit no more.
Yeah, I don't see that shit happen.
Hey, yo.
Who
I
you
think the heel of the week has to go to Vince McMahon for still having his fucking show in Saudi Arabia.
Ooh.
That piece of shit.
I'll
I think
take
the
it.
Super Showdown should be the heel of the week.
Not only that, he's gonna give us
Saudi
a
government
match
is the heel- I mean,
25
I
years
should
too
say
late.
that out loud.
So
He's gonna give us a match
what
25
is it
years
like
too late.
Friday at noon or some shit? Is
At
this
2
Friday
p.m.
at 2 p.m.
2 p.m.
Right
So-
in time for you not to see it.
Friday at 2 p.m. Go watch Double or Nothing. Like, yo, but I've seen it. I've already
Go
seen
watch
it.
MLW.
Yo, go watch MLW.
Make sure
Yo,
you watch
nah, but I
Takeover.
saw it. Yo, watch Takeover. Oh, nah, but I saw that shit too. All right,
Impact.
loser. Fucking watch Impact. Oh shit, I watched that shit too.
Watch our live
Damn,
stream on
nerd.
YouTube.
Yo, fucking, we got an interview with Ricardo Rodriguez. We got Rip Rogers calling me an asshole 3 seconds into the interview. I'm not bullshitting you. Yo, click that fucking link and
Click
check
it.
that shit out.
Just like I click your mom's.
Way
Oh.
Hey, yo.
So let's go through the card, right? Let's talk about Jeddah, all right? Like the journalists we are.
So there's a 50-man battle royal. That's all the time we have for you fucking baby faces.
Yo, oh my
man.
God.
I don't give a damn what you're gonna be watching on Friday, but I know I'm getting out of work early.
Wait,
and
we're
I'm
not
still
gonna
not gonna
cover it?
watch that goddamn show. And guess what? I still don't care where you got your fix from, because you know you're still getting it from every. Oh, and check out Podbean, because we are two now.
Wait, what?
Podbean.
Podbean, check us out.
Podbean.
And
iHeartRadio
Chubby, why don't you tell
coming
them what
soon.
the hell they gotta be doing on
And
iTunes for us,
And
man?
for our Apple Podcast subscribers, scroll down, write us a lovely little review, and give us those 5 stars. Just like I give your mom those 5
Oh my
candlestick
God.
shots.
Oh
From
my
the back.
God.
Yeah,
Oh
bro.
my
From the side.
God.
From the
Hey,
front.
yo.
And-
No nice things.
Ladies and gentlemen, remember we also have a lot of content out right now, man. We have so many interviews you can check up in our entire roster, as well as this week the release of Us, your favorite villains here from Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots on Queenie's Court.
Queen's
Shout out
Court.
to Queenie holding it down, man, inviting us. We can't wait for the next one. We want you to come on our show as well.
Oh, for sure.
What's up, Queenie? You looking for a king or what?
Hey!
I'm the king of Bichetazos. What up?
Hey, we out here.
You're upgrade
Hey,
your
yo.
ass. Go put a baby in it. 10 counts of
10
time.
counts of toe. Thank you very much.